You have no honor. You have no dignity. You have no loyalty. Peter thrice denied Jesus. But Peter was not Judas. And that is what Ben Shapiro demonstrates. Publicly, everyone knows that.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Veteran Uncensored. I'm Chris Rodriguez here, taking a look at what's going on in the world out there. Thank you very much. Welcome. Don't forget to subscribe. Smash the like button. Candace Owens in her message to Ben Shapiro, Ben Shapiro and the Daily Wire have been rumors that they are going down under. So let's take a listen in this. Not waste any time. Let's go.
Also, Laura Loomer has been stalking me, but I've been telling you guys, my real stalker in life is Ben Shapiro, okay? Since the day that I was fired from the Daily Wire, he has not stopped trying to bankrupt my family. It is almost comical at this point. We've learned to just laugh at it. It never goes away. We were laughing at the fact that he's just kind of allowed to pretend to be this normal public figure, but he's low-key a deranged stalker. And like he just sort of hides behind it, tries to dignify the stalking through legal filings. It's like, oh no, it's fine that we sent an intern to follow her at her event after we followed her. That was after we fired her. That was our right. It's fine if we keep just using legal abuse as a strategy. And I mean, for every little infraction, like they were monitoring my likes. Back when you could see likes on X, I was facing serious lawsuits over, you liked this tweet and it was a bit disparaging to us. Stalker, just full blown stalker vibes. It all made sense though. It all made sense when phone calls started coming in. Email started coming in regarding the Daily Wire layoffs, which began, I am told, on Thursday, actually continued through Friday. There's some indication they may actually be continuing through today. And it was an absolute bloodbath. Do not allow them to spin it. Okay, I'm talking entire departments, big people at the firm, lawyers at the firm, the chief operating officer, the executive vice president, virtually the entire marketing department, the production team has now been reduced to a mere skeleton crew. No one was safe. Not even Ben's team was safe, marked safe from it. Even a director on his team was fired. It was brutal. I have counted approximately 54 people who lost their jobs from top to bottom. And that's just in this wave, because this has been going on, as we all know, for a while. The writing has been on the wall for a while. It has been very strange, the worst kept secret in media, as they keep writing, having people publish these articles that just defy reality. We were having private conversations like, how long can they keep up this charade and keep pretending that this is not happening when everyone can see the numbers? We can see how the public is responding. It's very strange to just sort of live in a delusion. We knew that they had brought in private equity some time ago in the last 2 years. I used to work in private equity in these particular types of situations, so I knew what the implications were of bringing in private equity, especially if it's a just distressed debt situation. The usual term, as it was at the company that I worked at many moons ago, is 2 years. They'll inject cash into your company. They'll float you for about 2 years as you attempt to turn things around. You fire some people, you restructure a little bit, but you're kind of walking the plank, right? Maybe you fix it, but if you don't, they're gonna sell that company, and they're gonna own a huge chunk of that company that they sell. Now, I can't assert that that is definitively what the deal terms were for the Daily Wire, but I can say that we're just about now over 2 years, just over 2 years removed from my firing, and the Daily Wire has obviously not turned the company around. In fact,
Wow. Let's pause right there for a second. I mean, she is right 100% on this particular thing. The video goes on, and we're going to continue watching the video, of course. But the moment you censor people, the moment you are biased, the moment you... Because people are tired of the CNN, the Fox News. People are tired of that. So if you continue going that route, clearly people are not going to like it. Because the Daily Wire is supposed to be this place where people, or was supposed to be, just like any other, like Candace Owens YouTube channel, like a Piers Morgan YouTube channel, like Megyn Kelly, like a Tucker Carlson, like many others out there that blew up because you are unbiased. Or if you are biased, you're pretty raw and uncensored when it comes to the truth. But when it came to the America First, Ben Shapiro and the Daily Wire continued going on this Israel First mentality that the American people are not going to be for. You might get a lot of Jewish people that are into that stuff. Some are not, by the way. A lot of Israelis, of course. But the American core are not for this stuff. And you can see through the BS. And clearly that's what's happening right now. I like Matt Walsh and I like those guys. I mean, I think that they're pretty good. Even Michael Knowles, I think he's pretty good as well. And the fact that he's able to do his own thing, you know, go into Megyn Kelly's podcast, etc., I think that's pretty good. I think he's very even-keeled, neutral guy. And so I like him, and I like Matt Walsh and everything else. But Shapiro has made a turn for the bad, for the worse. So let's listen to what Candace had to say.
I would say they've just kind of cranked up the crazy, almost like they were trying to catalyze their own demise. And so, yes, it was announced on Friday that the mass layoffs took place, for which they offered this excuse to Barrett Media. I think Barrett Media was among the first to report the story. It reads, quote, "Today, the Daily Wire made a difficult decision to restructure the organization, which included layoffs to a number of teams. We are deeply grateful to those impacted. Their contributions were instrumental in building the Daily Wire into what it is today. The cuts were largely concentrated at our Nashville production office as the company has invested in new formats, locations, and production models. Our footprint there has evolved. Over the last year, we have added production staff in DC, the Northeast, and Florida. This step allows us to focus our resources on an ambitious slate of new entertainment projects that are set to release this year. Additionally, we will continue to invest our editorial team in investigative journalism, where we have already added numerous new reporters across the country and established a DC bureau with a seat in the White House briefing room." That's a lot of words to really say nothing. Okay, it's not good what's happening there. Everyone feels it. The people that are left certainly feel it. Okay. First, they shuttered Bent Key Kids, which was obviously massive layoffs that were done. Then they quietly got rid of their sports department. That was the Crane and Company show that they were running. Now they're firing over 50 people in the span of 24 hours, and they're claiming it's just restructuring. People in DC also got fired. So it's not because they're suddenly pivoting and building in DC. So as they attempt to spin this into something else, the broader question is what actually happened to the company? How could it happen so quickly, more importantly? Because make no mistake, this is like the equivalent of Enron, right? It's a virtual overnight collapse. In 2023, they were arguably one of the most promising companies, conservative media companies, certainly in the game. They were at the top of their game. Everyone was clamoring to work with them, to do projects with them. And now we fast forward to 2026, and generally speaking, again, I'm speaking generally, everyone hates the Daily Wire.
And that has come about their change of narrative, or not a change of narrative. Maybe they always had this narrative, continuing going against really America first. The fact is that this war changed things up, and it brought a lot of these people that are not for this war, that are America first, that are conservative, to go against them. And that's not, you can never underestimate that.
Right? We just hate the Daily Wire. How is that possible? Well, there are multiple assessments that are floating around right now. Of course, many people directly associated their demise with the never ceasing war against me, which began with my unnecessarily glorious public firing, supplemented by a staggering claim that Christ is King is anti-Semitic. People were going, God will not be mocked. It's a strong start to say Christ is King is problematic, and we've got the money to make that fetch, Gretchen. So yeah, that's the chatter. Did it have to do with me? Take a listen.
Candace Owens cooked you, Ben. She made you look like, well, the little bitch that you are. She straight up publicly humiliated you, and you allowed her to let you destroy the entire media organization that you built.
And a lot of people, which is also interesting, are stating that Candace Owens Candace Owens was successful in leaving the Daily Wire, getting fired from the Daily Wire, and now she's a massive independent commentator, public figure. And this only happened, her success only happened after the Daily Wire. She's probably feeling really good right now. I'm going to be honest. If I was Candace Owens, I'd be feeling pretty damn good right now.
Django Unchained. Dude, she's like Django. She's like Django, killing everybody in the big house and then blowing it up. Kind of what it was, because she was there. She worked there. She was probably one of the top shows. And then she just exploded the whole house on her way out. Kind of epic. Can't lie. I'm going to glaze Candace Owens a little bit. I don't agree with everything that she's up to, but, if she brings down the Daily Wire, then she's a patriot.
There you go. And on that note, Nick Fuentes is lighting it up as well. He's on fire as well, folks. And you have to admit, when somebody's on fire, you have to give them their props. And of course, Candace is probably, top 3 right now, conservative commentators in the country. So she's growing up a lot. I don't agree with her charades against Erica Kirk. I think that's not warranted. I don't think that Charlie Kirk would want that if he were here. If she were such a friend of his. And so, but that aside, I think that she is very cutthroat, very straight to the point, and not unapologetic. So that's what gets people going, and that's what people like to watch, especially if you're seeking independent sources, independent media, as opposed to the same CNN, Fox type of narrative. And the Daily Wire tried to do that. It didn't work. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. This is Chris. We'll see you in the next one, folks. Bye-bye.